Oh, fantastic! Jungle Landers, you made it back! Let's get to the show!
Welcome to the Jungle Land!
Jungle Landers, I'm so glad to have you back! I got a fantastic show for you this week, and I can't... Anyways, I got a fantastic show this week, and I can't wait... Ah, shit. It's the Weeper Creeper. What's the matter now, WC?
I don't know, I'm just so sad.
Well, what are you sad about?
Well, I'm delayed grieving the death of my great-great-grandfather. I never knew him, but it's just hitting me now, and it's so sad that he's dead.
Oh, well, that's sad. Is that all, though? I'm trying to make a show.
No, I'm also pre-grieving. I'm pre-grieving the loss of my great-great-grandchildren, and I'll never meet them, but they're gonna die, and it makes me sad.
Well, WC, have you tried to get any help? Like, real help?
Well, I had my doctor prescribe me some Xanax and some Oxycontin and some morphine and some Vicodin and some Valium and some Ativan and some antidepressants, so I can't even remember, and some muscle relaxers, some Flexeril, some Norco, and a few other things.
Wow, that's a lot of meds. Does it help?
Yes, the drugs help so much, but I still feel terrible.
Huh.
Would you like some?
No thanks, WC. I don't drink or drug. But, good luck with that.
Well, good, because I don't share my drugs with any fucking body, and I will rip your goddamn arms off if you even think about touching my drugs.
Yeah, Weeper Creeper, that's fine. I don't care. Look, you gotta get out of here. You just go be sad and miserable somewhere else. I got a show to make. Oh, man. Weeper Creeper. So weepy, so creepy. Anyways, let's move on with the show. Where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. It's time for You're Too Dumb for Church.
You are too dumb for church.
Well, I know church is a touchy subject, and I don't mean to give away the game here, but you're not supposed to take it literally. The whole point of church is to kind of just reinforce some basic rules of social interaction so that we can all live together in a great community. Cool, but if you take that stuff literally, you're too dumb for church.
Lord, I swear too many y'all is just too dumb for church.
All right, let's talk about drugs and alcohol and other substances that are banned by a lot of churches. If you think that your consumption of those things is going to determine whether you get to have like some cool eternal family reunion after your body's dead and just in the ground or turned into ashes scattered in the wind, well then I hate to tell you, but you are too dumb for church. The reward for not getting fucked up all the time is that instead of having these crazy highs and lows where you feel super great and then you feel super terrible, you just kind of feel alright, and that's pretty cool.
If you think I got time to worry about what you put in your body, child, you are too dumb for church.
Alright, here's another big one. Sex. If you think the key to your consciousness living on and not getting burned up in hell or whatever is having boring sex with somebody that was born with different sex organs than you, well, I don't know what to tell you, but you are too dumb for church. Why would your soul or whatever even feel temperatures? You know, the point here is just kind of use some common sense when you do this stuff. You don't want to go get some sex disease that causes your junk to fall off or even kills you. And the other thing is, don't have kids that you don't want or can't take care of or don't want to take care of.
Oh, child, if you think God cares about your sex, you are too dumb for church.
And finally, if you think that giving money to a church in the form of tithings or donations or gifts is somehow gonna make your life better or solve all your problems or bring you some lucky windfall in the form of, I don't know, blessings, and I hate to tell you, but you are too dumb for church. God doesn't need your fucking money. I mean, if he's anything like they described, he's got his own fucking money. I mean, he created it. So how about you use your money to buy the things that you need, and you let God handle his own shit?
God don't need your fucking money, and if you think he do, you are too dumb for church.
Oh man, welcome to the Jungle Landers. That was just unacceptable. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can go on. Yeah, I can. Anyways, as all you welcome to the Jungle Landers know, I want you to be great citizens and upstanding role models in our community, which is why I invited a very special guest this week. Please welcome Jesus. Jesus? Is that really you? What, you don't recognize old Jesus? How about now? Or how about this one? You recognize me now? Damn, Jesus. You really let yourself go. Look, man, your pal Jesus has been dealing with some shit. Taking some real work to wrap my head around my dad creating this weird system where I gotta go get, like, elaborately and painfully torture murdered, and that somehow helps folks not have to kill animals or something. I mean, what the fuck is that? So yeah, I mean, it's taking a toll on me. That's fair, but where the heck have you been, Jesus? Wait, Jesus? Oh, shit. You thought I disappeared, didn't you? No, Jesus is just fucking with you, man. Dude, stop messing around. I got a lot to talk to you about. Like what? Oh man, I bet you want to know about the Mormons. Yeah, man, those cats, I dig them, man. They're a pretty wild bunch. I mean, they're not actually wild, but they did make a whole big deal about my vacation in Mexico a while back. I mean, they get up to some weird sex stuff, and not like weird in like terms of like tying people up or choking. It's more like just a lot of sex, but like basic, just missionary pounding the puss sex. With like 8 different women who all kind of look the same, just some 8 basic white bitches, or however many basic white bitches you can get to sign up into your little treehouse or whatever you got going on. I mean, hey, you know, I respect it, but that's their deal. Jesus, you're hilarious. Hey man, thanks, but you gotta keep it down. Motherfuckers always out here trying to kill old Jesus whenever they hear I'm around, so, you know, just chill. But I've just been taking it easy, man. I've been considering some job offers. You know, I could be a hell of a baker. I got a great business model, turning stones into bread. That's some pretty good economics, you know. Or I could just fade out of the limelight entirely and just walk away from the game, you know. Or I could rule all the kingdoms in the heavens, you know. So lots to consider, man. Lots to consider. Pros and cons, my man. Pros and cons. But, anyways, I gotta get running. Like I said, anytime I hang around too long, people try to like just torture the shit out of me and then murder me. So, I gotta get moving. But how about you give old Jesus a kiss? No, you can't leave. You just got here. We got a lot to talk about. You can't kiss your way out of all your problems and then just disappear, Jesus. Wait, Jesus? Jesus Christ, what a guy. Anyways, let's move on with the show, which means it's time for Let Us Pray.
Let us pray.
be. Anyways, I think it's time that we do something to make ourselves more cultured and well-rounded citizens in our community. Which means it's time for Musings from the Museum.
Musings from the museum.
Alright, so we're doing art stuff. This one's pretty awesome, actually. You are going to want to wear kind of like a crazy outfit that doesn't make any sense. And just let people guess and think that maybe you know some shit that they don't, but it just turns out you haven't done laundry in a while and you're kind of a filthy person. And then also act just kind of pretentious. Alright, so you look like a hobo that has access to like the dumpster at a vintage clothing shop or something. You're ready to roll and figure out why Jesus here doesn't have a penis. Maybe he fed all these people with it. Or maybe it's a bigger message about how if God had a penis, he'd have a whole different attitude toward prostitutes. Who knows? Oh great, more Jesus torture stuff. Now here's the thing about art and museums in general that they don't really do a good job telling you about in school, but if you're going to hang out in these places, you better get ready to see Jesus get murdered and tortured a lot. I mean, most of this shit is just Jesus torture porn. Like, nicely done torture porn. Art is also a very funny thing. For some reason, it's acceptable to put up this just super fucking racist picture. But maybe that's the point. Maybe if you do something that's just so racist, people will actually recognize other racist shit that they do all the time. Like having bangs or a Costco membership. Here's another funny thing about art. It doesn't just have to be pictures of Jesus getting tortured or super racist depictions of people. It could be anything, like this dress for a gay shark with feet. Or maybe it's a cloak for the KKK drag show. Here's another cool thing about art. Art answers a lot of questions that you never even would have asked yourself. Like, hey, what does a kitchen look like to a drag queen? Or, what would my kitchen look like if I was on ecstasy, acid, and just buckets of cocaine? Art provokes other questions, like, have I wasted my entire life because I just have a regular-ass job and the person that created this leg with a candle in it has expensive art in a fancy museum? Or hey, I wonder what that transvestite serial killer in Silence of the Lambs jewelry box looks like. I would have guessed he has a tarantula in there, but it's good to know for sure. Or hey, what if I stole all the yarn from a Hobby Lobby and used it to make a ladder to escape their racist Christianity? Or hey, I wonder what it would look like if a crack house threw up on the wall. Now I know. Or you could just find a weird, tangled up pile of ropes and hang it from the ceiling in a really fun way. And then after that, you can just be like, hey everybody, crack's on me tonight. I made a killing on my pile of ropes. Now here's another thing about museums that they don't really tell you. They're usually full of more naked ladies than a Las Vegas strip club. Which means they're an excellent place to practice all the things that you'll say to naked ladies in real life. You could just talk to this statue and say stuff like, why do you keep smelling your fingers? Would you like a burrito? Who does your pube waxing? You have the smoothest vagina I've ever seen. Oh no, we can't find your bra. Would you like me to hold your boobs up? Or, hey, you ever wonder what it would be like to have a butt? You really can see just about anything in a museum, like that picture of Anderson Cooper's mom, probably after she got banged out by some rich dude. Or just a painting of some dude getting knocked the fuck out. Anything could happen at a museum. Museums are where the human imagination comes to life and create things that never existed. Or maybe just create things that existed but add a super racist little Indian man. You could also see just a mountain of vaginas piled on top of each other. What a wonderful sight. And like I said, museums have just a ton of naked ladies in them. Here's a painting of that landlord from the movie Kingpin, who makes people pay their rent in oral sex. And then in the paintings where people are wearing clothes, you can find a depiction of a person who tried to buy shoes on a Nike sneakers app and came away empty-handed as usual. and then had to go about the rest of their day knowing that they were a fucking clown. And now they're just at lunch with a couple of their buddies, feeling like a real asshole. I guess the point here is like most things, if you're talented enough, you can get away with almost anything. Like the artist who used light and color in such an amazing way that you can't even get that pissed about the wildly racist depictions of people of color. You can even make art about whores having sex with military folks. But you just can't say that. You just gotta say like, oh, here's this profound painting about capitalism and the military-industrial complex. And how fucked it is. The key to art is to just not give up the game. Say stuff like, this is a really stupid pile of gigantic cigarette butts. No, you gotta say stuff like, wow, that's profound and makes me think about cancer. Art could just be a picture of a bunch of people hanging out from a long time ago. And then they look pretty cool now, 'cause it's been a long time. And wait, what the fuck? Is that Donald Glover with the beard? Why is the creator of Atlanta in this photo looking so old? Is Childish Gambino a time traveler? Is Don Glover some sort of time-traveling wizard? Another thing to keep in mind is that art can just be anything. You could just take the blown-out crotch from your pantyhose and put them behind a frame, and then bam, you're a fucking artist. That's right. If you just display it properly, the damage caused by the just grossness of your body and the friction of your large thighs on some nylon that's stretched out over your crotch parts can become art. That's great.
Art's amazing. It's like a religious experience. You know what? Let's take in another form of art. Let's listen to some music. Please welcome this week's musical guest, Butty Carsin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Butty Carsin.
We wake up at the crack of dawn, milk the cows and give feed to the pigs. Yeah, that's how my days used to start. Kiss my wife and take my kids to school. But lately something ain't feeling right. There's a little bit of blood in all my stool. So I got that cancer in my butt. I must have done something wrong, but I don't know what. Yeah, I got that cancer up my butt. I bet God's punishing me for being a slut. I used to bring the thunder all night long. Nothing could stop me from slanging all this slong. Now something is going wrong. I got blood in my stool and I know what's going on. Oh yeah, I've got that cancer in my butt. I must have done something wrong, but I don't know what. Oh yes, I've got that cancer in my butt. I guess God's punishing me for being a slut. I used to fuck the hoe silly. I probably had me a millie. Had more hoes in a street corner in South Philly. But now it ain't pretty. It's actually a pity. 'Cause you know I've got that cancer in my butt. I must have done something wrong, but I don't know what. Yeah, I got that cancer up my butt. I guess God is punishing me for being a slut. Oh man, that song clearly came from a place deep inside. Anyways, that's our show for this week. I want to thank all of you for asking about Bill. I wonder how he feels.
How do you feel, Bill? Motherfucker, you looking at? What you looking at, bro? Fuck you. I fought a fucking cow the other day. I'll murder you. Nothing can stop me. I'm the baddest fucking dog on the planet. What you looking at, Mowgli? What you want a piece of this? Oh, you trying to rape me? Fuck you. I'm getting out of this. Oh, I'm fucking out of here. I'm the fastest man on the planet too. I'm the baddest and the fastest man on the planet. Fuck all y'all. Y'all can't do shit to me. I'm the baddest. Look at me go. Woo! I'm out.
Bill, 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 Bill. Don't you just love Bill? Anyways, that really is our show for this week. Lander, miss and love you, bro. And remember, it is tough out there for all of us. So be nice to each other.